Hey guys, it's Hunter. Long time I know, but I am here with my dog Ace, and today we are going to be exploring this gravel pit across from where we live. And it's got a couple like abandoned things on the property, so I thought it would be fun to make a video about it and just kind of, explore it a bit. Let's go, buddy. Good boy. Yeah, so now we're in. There's a dump truck over there, another type of trailer over there, and then there's this little like office type building here, and this metal ramp that I'm assuming is what the trucks would go onto to maybe get the weight of how much the trucks weigh when entering and exiting. But yeah, so there's this big metal ramp that goes down, and then there's this little like office thing here, and it's very much abandoned, as you can tell. Good boy, buddy. Go sniff. He's like, no, I'll wait for you. Oh my god. Whoa, you're crazy. You good boy? Yeah. Alright. So there's this little sketchy ass near broken walkway here. As you come in, there is a desk, some chairs, there's a little bird nest up there, the other window's smashed, there's a really old like AC, there's a bunch of like wires and things in here. Definitely like a lot of rodents have made a nest in here. Easy, buddy. There's like lots of toilet paper or some type of tissue paper that's been ripped up, like bedding everywhere. There's like some old cans, like buckets. There's a helmet, a hard hat. There's an old safety vest under the desk, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, there's some rocks. There's another old helmet there, but you can see all the glass that's been broken. It's one of the other windows. But yeah, it's like that there's definitely stepping on glass. Okay, too far. Good boy. There's like rodents' nests in here. I don't know what's in the rest of the drawers and the cupboards. Old paperwork. I don't really know if I want to. Yeah, look at that. It's a bunch of paperwork in there. Good boy. Right here. More paperwork. And the last drawer. Looks like some plastic bags. And some garbage. Yeah, so I'm assuming someone obviously sat here. And they did all their shit here, and the trucks would pull up on that ramp there, and they'd have some system. And then they also had this window here to look out of. There's a trail there. There's one of the trucks. Good boy. Very good. Yeah, and then just a bunch of like garbage, and this whole thing's falling apart. I don't know. Back up. Good boy. Keep going. Back up. There you go. Good job. Yeah, I don't know how, good boy, how long this place has been, like, abandoned for. I don't really know much about it. All I know is that it's, like, a gravel pit, and there's, like, a lot of, like, gravel hills and, like, sand hills. So, obviously, trucks would come in, and they would, like, grab gravel and sand, and then take it to their designated areas. So, you got, like, the big sand hill there. Like some gravel over there, and then there's actually a trail that goes all the way down, right? And there are some like little hunting shelters along the trail as well. I've been down the trail and stuff, but I've never really like thoroughly taken my time to look through all of this, so I thought it was actually really cool. I got some like oil drums there. There is also a sign on the other side, but it's like pretty worn out. so I don't know. Good boy. I don't know like if you can really make out anything that's on the sign. Hit you. Good job. But we'll go ahead and have a look at the abandoned dump truck now, which is pretty cool. There's the sign. You can kind of see what it says. Excavation services, septic, sand, and gravel. So they do a couple different things. Here's another look at that little office. There's the AC, the other window. You can see it's really worn out, falling apart. Good boy. But here is the giant dump truck. Now, I've never been near a dump truck in my life, and it's kind of dumb, but I mean, they're huge. Like, these are massive, man. Like, this one's obviously really old. It's worn out. It's been sitting for a long time. All the windows are shattered. It's all rusted. Like, this thing wouldn't move, like, at all. Like, look at this giant tire. Yeah, like, look how big it is compared to Ace. Here, see? Pause up. Oh, he went all the way up. Look at you! Good boy. It's huge. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, like, look at this thing. Isn't that awesome? I can try and, like, open the door. There he goes. I don't know if it's gonna open or not. No, I think it's locked. I can try and climb up it. It's not gonna be the prettiest thing. Hey, I'm gonna climb it. Yeah, good boy. You wanna put your paws up there? Yeah, what's that? It's a big truck. Good boy. Let's see if there's more of an entry point on the other side. Found a bottle. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So yeah, but look at this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try and like climb up the little platform just to give you guys a look inside. Here we are. 2 seats. One is non-existent. Coat hanger. There's the other seat and the steering wheel. Some work gloves. Gotta have that Tim Hortons coffee cup. Yeah, it's just pretty much all just completely destroyed. All the windows, the windshields, mirrors, they're all gone. Yeah, pretty cool though. Alright. Yep, the headlights are gone. It's just like completely overgrown. There's like a ladder here to look into the bucket. I guess I can try and do that too quickly to show you guys what the inside of the bucket looks like. Here we go. It's literally got like moss and plants growing in it. Garbage, of course. And more garbage at the end. But yeah, that's what the inside of the bucket looks like. Driver's side. And a lab. Okay, so that has been the dump truck and like the office area. There's also this thing over here, which actually kind of looks like a train car, like something that would be pulled by like a freight train or a cargo train. But I'm pretty sure it's just a regular, like standard, like trailer for being pulled by a truck. It says Ultramar, and Ultramar here is a gas station, but it looks like something you would put maybe gas or oil or something in. But there's like a little, yeah, it's definitely Ultramar because it has the bird logo. Oh, there's a dog. But yeah, it's got like a little ladder on the back to climb up. But yeah, there's this here, so don't know exactly what that is for or why it's there. But as we continue further down into the pit, you can see here like the massive sand hills. There's a little gravel hill there. Another massive sand and gravel pit. There's a bunch of rocks. There's like some little alternative trails here. And it kind of like, as I said, opens up into like some type of trail or path. There's like a cornfield, there's like a swamp, and there's some hunting shelters. So it's actually pretty cool. Also, just over the hill, there's a one of those machines that lifts hay into a loft of a barn. I don't know specifically what they're called, but I will show you that too, because that's kind of like a super weird thing to find in a gravel pit for dump trucks. But, you know. Now, something I do want to make note of is obviously the stuff I've showed you over there is clearly abandoned. It's not being used, it's not going to be moved, it's not going to be touched for a long time. But there are tire tracks going up this part of the road. And there are people that do come here. Now, sometimes people come here in the winter and go up and down the hills on like snowmobiles, and some people come here and go dirt biking because of the hills. But there's also a farm that is technically attached to this pit, and they are over there, and they have access to come in and out of here as well. So I have run into them before. In the winter, they were coming through here with their snowmobiles, and they stopped, said a quick hi, and then moved on. But I've also seen like regular trucks, and so at one point I did see a dump truck parked down the hill in the cornfield. Now, as I said before, this trail that we're on does open up, and there is a little hunting cabin, like a tiny little hunting shed down towards the end of the one part of the trail. Going around, there's a curve that goes this way. There's a little hunting cabin as well, like a little hut that you just climb up a ladder and just sit in this wooden box. And there's a field, because there is actually an ATV trail on the other side of this. And there's a field, like a cornfield in the middle between the two trails, and there is a hunting shelter there as well. So I don't know how often they are used. I have walked down here before and ran into a trail cam, and then a couple days later I came back and it was gone. Obviously people do come and use the trail, but for like that stuff there, that stuff's not used anymore. But here is that hay thing. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's just that one of those big things that they use to put hay in lofts and barns. So if you don't know how it works, typically they put the hay bales on it, and then there's a conveyor that brings it up, and then there's someone who's in the loft that takes the hay bales off and puts them to the side. I believe that's what this is. But it also could be something maybe to do with grain, because it looks like there's actually a bit of a chute there and like some type of like colander or something. Again, I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just speculating, but it's some type of like what I would assume maybe farm equipment. If someone knows, because I clearly don't, feel free to comment down below, because there is a chute, so that might not actually be for hay. Maybe it is and it's just taken apart and worn out. I'm not sure. But there's also like an oil drum there and some other type of like metal thing. We're going to be going down the hill, and I'll give you a peek of what the trail looks like. It's actually a really nice trail. It's a nice walk, but I'm probably not going to include that in this video just because I wanted to focus on just the abandoned things, the property. As we go down this little hill here, the trees are kind of overgrown, so it's not easy to see, but it just is a big long stretch down, and then it eventually kind of curves There is another trail that goes that way, which I went down, but then we got blocked by a giant puddle of water, so I don't know where it goes. And then there is an alternative trail that goes this way, but you end up at a metal gate that connects to the ATV trail, and it's completely locked solid. You can't open it. And then the trail does continue down a bit further. It kind of opens up into another part of like the pit, but I walked as far as I could get before there was like a fence and like barbed wire, kind of a barricade, and I couldn't get through. So I don't know like what all goes further, but here we are opening up to the cornfield. Now they did actually like come through and do all the stuff to the fields a couple weeks ago, and it clearly looks like stuff's been replanted and they're growing corn again. I'm assuming that's corn. It's always been corn. But yeah, so there's the cornfield. There's the little hill that we went down, and then right where the sun starts opening is where the little swamp is. So I figured I'd kind of show you guys that, and then that would probably be the end because there's not really much else to see. But yeah, so this is the swamp. It's a lot more overgrown since the last time I was here. Like, you can't even see the water now. So that's new. Here's a better look at the swamp. Really nasty. You can see a lot of wildlife here though. I've seen a lot of turkeys. I've seen those crane birds. I don't remember exactly what they're called. Lots of different wildlife. But yeah, it's a really like nice spot to walk. Oh my god. Did you roll in the water? I turned my back for 2 seconds and he's in the fucking water. Oh yeah. You hot? Me too, man, me too. Yeah, this has never been flooded before, so obviously we've had a lot of rain the past couple days, so a lot of it's kind of flooding over. But yeah, anyways, this is the swamp. But yeah, so that is basically the gravel pit, the abandoned gravel pit that I wanted to explore and share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of random and I don't post very frequently, but I thought it was something interesting to share, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys like this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to my channel for whenever I post content, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ace, come! Yes, good boy. He stepped on my toe. Good job.